night, as the wonder of Cirque du Soleil's ECHO unfolds in front of a live audience, the captivating visuals and acrobatics are accompanied by an eclectic style of music. But what many audience members do not realize, the music is also being performed live. Lizzie Munson and Nicole Souter are two of 7 musicians who each play instruments and also provide vocals for the show.
Is it a common reaction that people are surprised to know that the music is being performed live?
Definitely.
And why do you think Cirque prioritizes live music in its shows?
I think for one, the live music really adds such an energy to the show. It can really add like more magic, I would say, but also because it's an acrobatic act, it doesn't often time out exactly the same way. Sometimes they'll redo a trick, or they'll take longer for a trick, or sometimes it's a different person playing a character. And so it's our job to follow the act and like really make that soundtrack according to what's happening on stage.
And we also have a band leader. He's our keyboard pianist also. So he'll be telling us like, we need you to jump to this section or loop this. They need more time.
Are you listening to your band leader during the show?
Yeah.
So you're all wearing earpieces. That's a lot of moving parts. So you could be playing an instrument, singing, listening to the band leader, all the while being aware of everything that's happening around you on the stage.
Yeah, there is definitely like a network happening in our ears behind the scene. We also have talkback microphones, so we can speak to the sound techs behind the stage to say, oh, I need more of this level, or just to communicate with each other. So there's definitely a big network of speaking going on.
Like, that's a beautiful sweater in row 3 or whatever.
Yeah, we actually do
Seriously?
that.
You're even pointing out audience members?
Yeah.
That shows just how good you are, that you can do all of that. You can do your jobs and still have fun.
One of our favorite things is to point out like kids who are having the time of their lives.
Yeah.
Or people who are really enjoying it. Like we watch the audience and we will point out like, look at that lady, like she loves it, or look at that kid who's dancing around.
Which has got to be so satisfying as a performer to know you're being well received.
Yeah.
Before each performance, Lizzie, Nicole, and their fellow bandmates do a sound check.
Describe to us what happens during a sound check.
Sound check is usually, we're testing that everything works. All the, the plugins for the instruments, the microphones, the speakers, everything. But it's also sometimes a time for us to rehearse.
You mentioned 7 vocalists, but is that 7 total band members?
Yes.
So 7 total band members. What are all the instruments in the show?
Violin, viola, cello, piano, 2 lead vocals, and drums.
Nicole also plays the ukulele. I don't know if you mentioned that, but yes.
Before joining Cirque, Lizzie performed with stars like Michael Bublé and Shawn Mendes. Nicole spent 7 years with the San Diego Symphony.
How do you prepare for a job like this at Cirque? Because I can imagine in the performing world, not only is this one of the most well-respected organizations to work for, it's got to be one of the most intense.
Yeah, when I got here, it was a very intense experience because I had never done any kind of show like this before. But yeah, they were so welcoming in the band. Lizzie helped so much.
I'll say the people are all really incredible. Like they're really great humans. They're very welcoming and very nice. One of the things that I guess is the biggest adjustment is doing the same show many times, hundreds of times, and keeping it fresh and keeping it alive and finding ways to change it and adapt throughout your run, whether it's like, 1,500 shows or 100 shows.
Do you love it?
Oh yeah, really a lot.
For Jenny and Nicole, it's just another day at work.
Does every night still feel like magic when you step out there on that stage?
When we see the audience's reaction, definitely.
so talented. Thank you for letting us spend time with you to see a little window into your fascinating life. Incredible, huh?
It's so amazing. I didn't even think the fact that they have to play hundreds and hundreds of the same piece. When you come, it's like it's just for you. It's so nice.
And they're wearing costumes. You will see them on stage.